is Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools. So CMS has a new chief of police. His name is Jonathan Thomas. Took the oath of office today at a swearing-in ceremony. WCNC Charlotte's Bria Smith was there at the ceremony. Bria, so talk to us. Who is this new police chief? I know you got a chance to speak with him.
Yeah. Well, actually, backtrack. So the ceremony took place yesterday.
Okay.
He took office. He took oath yesterday, but actually isn't really new to the system. So he's been there for about a month now, just kind of learning everything, getting things in place. But he's a Charlotte native, so he was a CMPD officer, so definitely has the rap sheet to fulfill this role. But one of his main things when he, came and I asked him, what were some of your goals coming in that you wanted to, produce throughout the school system? And he said he was shocked to know or to see where they were with their safety measures and believes they are above, the industry standard for these safety protocols. So really just expanding and strengthening from there. His big thing was really, that saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So making sure that teachers, staff, students know what to do. So they have, every 2 years or so, they have trainings and certifications. And so they're actually performing live scenarios on, in the case of an emergency or how we see throughout the nation a school shooting. How students and teachers and staff will really react in that situation. They're actually graded on their performance, which I thought was pretty hands-on, giving them that real life kind of situation on if and unfortunately when.
This is what happens when I miss the day. I got it wrong. Again, swearing-in ceremony was yesterday, but he sat down with you. I do want to ask, what does he want to improve on? And did he talk about any sort of incidents that have happened in the almost month kids and staff have been back at school?
Yeah, well, I think primarily, so to answer the first part of your question, things that he would like to improve on is really taking a look, he mentioned, at other schools and, how they respond to an incident. Obviously, again, you take a look at the nation, there are, 2 shootings not too long ago. And so really just looking at how they assess those situations, that response and that connection and communication to parents and getting them, their children safely and making sure that parents are, trusting, the police to do what they're supposed to be doing. And then, it's been about 3 weeks. I think next week will make a month that CMS has been back to school. I know, time's flying. And so, like I said, he's been, with the system for about a month now, just kind of learning and navigating. And so he said that, there are fights here and there, or, daily, but it's really up to the staff, the students, or really the staff and the parents, to, assess these situations and see where can we grow, or are these signs of something worse or more violent, or is it just a kid being a kid? So really he just kind of wants to stay ahead of the curve, just making sure that they're doing everything that they need to do to just be prepared in case of any incident.
Top cop for one of the biggest school districts in the state, right there by Wake County Public Schools. Bria, following the story, I always ask this question before you go: when can folks check out your story this evening?
So later on at 4 and 5 on our broadcast, you'll be able to catch a little bit more of who Chief Thomas is and some of his goals for the system.
Cool. Bria, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Again, we look forward to seeing that story. A big deal as students go back to school, or students are in school actually, and they sort of kind of settle into the new school year. We have a new police chief there at CMS.